Hello, and welcome back to Cemetery Mary. On the last episode, we were kind of just helping everyone feel better over the loss of Theodore, or Theo, depending on how you want to call him. But, I don't want to say we've cheered up everyone, but we've definitely tried to help. There were Zapara. We've supported. I think we got over the our differences, and kind of just made them feel better. We've not told them that we can see into the afterlife, I guess, which I guess they wouldn't believe. But Croven does believe, I guess, because we've explained it to him. We've also helped him, and it's been a nice journey, I guess. But time to see where this goes. If it goes anywhere at all. You know what all those old folks say about the difference between a house and a home? I know I've been rude, and I probably won't stop feeling like one for a while. Can't really explain my feelings right now. But while you're here, I just want to say, after having lost so many people, I'm just glad I haven't lost you yet. Thank you, Croven. I'm glad you're still around too. There is a serial killer, and I'm glad he hasn't gotten you. It's a sad thing about Theodore, which I keep bringing up, so I guess I'm being rude as well. Yeah, I'm glad I haven't lost you either. Look what you made me do. You know I hate all that dumb, sappy stuff. And you got me. You sly dog, you've got me monologuing. I'm so sorry. Yeah, can it, Mars? That was so sappy I could put it in your morning pancake. Hey, don't let it happen again. I won't. Please leave my family alone. That is not possible. We're getting better, and if my parents are still here, or my parents are here still, it feels almost like it did before. I'm afraid I cannot give you the same life you once had, but I can assure you things will be better after all this. How can you make it better? Can't explain it. I think it's the same answer regardless of what we picked. At least not now. But whether you believe it or not, it will get there. And so will I. This is for you. And you'll see that soon. Good night, Mary. Good night. Thank you. It's been a few days since then. Croven seems to be doing a little better than usual. I think he's really trying extra hard right now. He's been seeing Zabara again, too. I think that's nice. I think it's good for them. I'm happy to see them having a nice time together again. I had a nice day by myself, actually. Sometimes it's nice just to return to the cemetery for a normal day after so much chaos. I made sure to put at least one flower on every grave today, though I haven't talked to any of them. I had considered doing it, but, like the others tell me, it's probably not a good idea to fall asleep in public places, especially if there is a killer on the loose still, which we have not been helping Twyla with. So I decided I wouldn't go out do that today. That's not what happened, though. I truthfully didn't mean to fall asleep. I didn't. Did we get knocked out? But when I sat against the mausoleum we have, after being outside on my feet all day, well, I was just tired. I didn't realize I fell asleep. So if we're on the mausoleum, is this okay? Until I woke up with the sound of rain. I was surprised to not have any strange dreams this time, but this was a big problem. The only the roof trim of the mausoleum was keeping me safe from the rain. It's just water. I mean, it is a bit. Well, it sounds a bit heavy, but people will be worried, and it's not the time to worry people. I say we just, go out and. So what if we get wet a bit? And worse even still, it was night. That's also a fair point. The only light I could see from was from the street lamps at the outside of the cemetery. Oh dear. How could I have slept so long? Well, I couldn't stay hiding under here all night. I took a big breath and ran across the cemetery street. Do we not want to text Croven? Say this is where we're at? Luckily, the gate wasn't locked. Again, I was surprised but thankful, as it meant I could not have. I would not have to find another way out. I mean, if anything, I could, like, I was going to suggest we spend the night inside the mausoleum, keep ourselves safe and dry. But I would imagine it's not very sanitary in there. Once I was on the sidewalk, I noticed the street lights were the only lights on. Everything else seemed closed. So this is a dream then. How late was it? Because if we fell asleep next to the mausoleum, maybe whoever's in here also, they also, well, I say have an afterlife. But their afterlife is the town. I didn't want to pull my phone out in the rain to check, but you should have done that before you left. By any means, I almost had definitely missed the last bus back home. I wasn't sure how I was going to do. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but I had to find shelter first. I ran through the rain, trying to find anything that was open. But it wasn't long before I felt my shoes fill with water. I'd get a cold out here too long, and the rain showed no signs of letting up. But I knew, there just had to be anything open. Would anything let you in if you're this, like, if you're this wet? And eventually I made it somewhere. It was the movie theater. Okay, that's a decent place to, pass the time. Thank goodness. So what do we have? Non-specific holiday movie 4. A Mole Hawk movie. Imogen, Queen of the Galaxy. Foley Dukes, maybe? I don't know. It's then we've got Cashiers. I think it's an actual thing. What was it? If you're a customer, there's that. A very funny look at a very cool. What? Cold and cloudy? Cold? I don't know. I can't zoom in. Dead end job. Something about that. And then something in a different language. I'm not going to assume. Well, there's two of them actually. There's the superhero one as well. I rushed myself inside and took a seat beside the posters, waiting to dry off and take out my phone. Just as I had suspected, it was pretty late, and knowing the usual time of the cinema, I could tell it wasn't going to be open much longer. You don't have. I've just. No, I was still looking at the movie posters, and I just noticed the tagline for Imogen, her eyes are up here. That's pretty funny in my opinion. Anyway, yep. So, our movie theater's not usually 24 hours. What do I do? Even though I wasn't sure how you could help me right now, I had to at least try calling Croven. Why isn't he picking up? Mary? Oh, you picked up, thank goodness. I was starting to get worried. I am having a bit of a problem right now. What is it? Well, you see, I kind of fell asleep in the cemetery, and I only woke up a few minutes ago. And it's raining really badly right now, and I missed the bus, so I don't know. I was hoping you could maybe help me out somehow. No can do, Mary Moo. Didn't I tell you? Mary, I'm not even home right now. Not even close. Where are you then? I'm out of the city right now. Why? I had these plans with these friends. It doesn't matter. I'm going to assume you're on a date. I swear I told you. Well, I don't remember. Look, bottom line, there's no way I can help you from here. What am I supposed to do then? I mean, it's not. I wouldn't have phrased it like that. Because you're making it kind of like Croven's fault kind of thing. Whereas I would probably ask, Does he have any ideas? Yeah, he doesn't know. I heard him, his not flustered even to begin with. It's frustrated. I heard this frustrated sigh through the phone. I couldn't see it, but I could tell he was pinching the bridge of his nose. Yeah? Where are you right now? I'm at the movie theater, but I think it closes soon. Alright, well, do you have anyone else you can call up? 2 people. I'm going to guess Reginald and Twilight, the only 2 people we've actually met besides Groven. Yeah, we stay with them tonight. I mean, I guess so. Awesome, great, sounds good then. Look, Mars, I really gotta go, okay? Call up one of your other friends. I'm sure one of them will come and get you. Alright, good night. I heard the click of Groven hanging up on the phone. Call up one of my other friends. Well, only 2 of them. Who should I go with? Call Twyla, Reginald, or mystery number. I mean, we did promise Twyla we'd help the serial killer, so this could be a good time. Call up Twyla. I had the phone ring a few times and then she picked up. She sounded angry, although she didn't sound like she was asleep before I called her. Mary. What are you calling me for? Don't you know what time this is? Yeah, I know. It's kind of that's kind of my problem. It's kind of a long story, but I missed the bus home and any place to stay at night. I was hoping maybe... Are you serious? After all the nonsense you put me through? Yeah. Fine. That's not gonna be... Wait. But there's not gonna be any nonsense, alright? And you're paying me back big time for all I had to put up with you. Yeah, it's fine. Of course. I understand. I don't think you do. But I'm coming anyways, so you better be ready. I am. Promise. Hooray, she has a car. And she looks so annoyed. Twyla arrived at the movie theater to pick me up. Felt embarrassed having to ask her to come to me, especially after I was convinced I probably wouldn't see her again. I couldn't make myself look small enough as I crawled into the passenger seat of her car. She was fully dressed, and I couldn't tell if she changed out of her pajamas to pick me up. I doubt it. She seemed very annoyed picking me up, so I made sure to thank her profusely for her kindness. She didn't respond at all. The drive to her house was silent, except for the rain. Luckily, there wasn't really anybody else on the road. And we got to our house safely, even though it was terribly dark outside. I could see that her house was gigantic, to say the least. I felt a bit intimidated as we climbed up the many steps in front to a front door. What car did we drive in here again? Even though I knew I wasn't able to see in the dark, in the rain, I couldn't help but try and look back towards to see if there was something expensive. Don't turn around, you'll trip. I mean, that's fair, but that implies that we're still moving as we turn around. I snapped my head back, and the front of me continued. I snapped my head back to the front and continued following her up the stairs, careful not to let the rain make it any more slippery. That's also a fair point. Even if we're standing still, it is, wet. When we get to our front doors, I was so relieved just to be somewhere warm and dry again. Was the movie theater not warm and dry? Or is that what you mean by again? But Twilight didn't offer me a moment of rest as she grabbed my wrist and dragged me through her house because we're in wet clothes. Before I knew it, I was in a room and she was digging through her dresses. Before I could even process the space I was in, Twilight threw a pair of pajamas at me and barked. There's a bathroom down the hall, go get changed. And I followed suit. It's fair enough. It's best not to annoy Twilight anymore. Though I do wish she gave me permission to use the shower. Going to bed with that icky rained-on feeling is less than ideal. But I suppose I shouldn't complain. She's doing me a favour after all. The clothes she gave me seem to fit well. We are around the same size after all. Are you though? I imagine she would be taller. But Twilight taller than Mary, if I needed to clarify. After getting changed, I returned down the hall to her room. I'm glad I was at least able to remember what room it was. I knocked before entering. When I did, I saw the lights were already off, and Twilight was wearing pajamas of her own, and she was sitting in her bed, only illuminated by the light from the laptop that she sat her in on her. Well, she had a laptop on her lap. I'm terrible at reading. Um, she didn't even seem to acknowledge me as I entered, which is fair. Despite the darkness, I was able to make out the shape of the blanket on the floor. That wasn't there before. I guess that's where I'm sleeping. She looks so intently staring at the laptop. She likes silence. Stay quiet. Hey, if you're not going to sleep right away, I want to ask you something. Oh yeah, sure. You say you can't help me because you've been busy helping someone else lately. Busy with what exactly? Who is it? Oh, I don't think I should say. Is it Groven? Perhaps I could have lied and said it wasn't, but I recoiled in surprise when she said it. And it definitely got the message across. Thought so. How did you know? I don't think I can think of anyone alive that hates me as much as that boy does. Oh well, I would say it's mutual, but I don't think she cares. I'm sorry I tried to hide it from you. Why did you? It's just that Groven, well, he has such a strong distaste for you. I didn't know if you would react the same way towards him. No. I know I have my bouts of anger, but I'm much more mature than to react like that. Do you hate him also? Again, I don't think she cares. I don't even know how you two know each other. It's complicated. We don't need to get into that mess right now. You two don't seem the type to get together, so I doubt it's relationship drama. I'm gonna guess. Well, I was gonna guess school related, but then again, we've never went to school once. So, maybe. Well, it's probably gonna be something simple like she beat his score at an arcade machine, probably. We don't have to get into that mess right now. I see. Thank you for letting me stay. Aren't you tired? Why don't we get go to sleep? I'll be sleeping shortly too. There's just some business I need to take care of. Alright, yeah. Good night. I lay down and try and get to bed. I lay down and tried to get to bed, despite the hard floor and Twilight clicking away on my keyboard. I did manage to get to sleep eventually. When I woke up in the morning, Twilight wasn't in her bed. In fact, it was even neatly made. I stood up and looked around, and when I did, I saw a note left on her bedroom door. Couldn't help read it, but it couldn't help but read in Twilight's voice. Mary, I'm not really comfortable leaving you alone in my house, but I don't have any other choice. I've got something important I've got to be preparing for, and had to make it to leave early. Still, you seem like the kind of person who would feel bad going against someone else's wishes in their own house, which is why I'm using this to my advantage. When you wake up, collect your belongings and leave at your earliest convenience. Yeah, fair enough. To be fair, though, our belongings are basically our clothes and a phone. Thank you, Twyla. I see. It's not like she's wrong. Respecting her wishes, I changed into my normal clothes. I've unfolded hers neatly on her upstairs bathroom. Did we... I don't want to say wash them, because obviously that would still keep them wet. Did we at least, do something about the rain yesterday? Because I know... Well, I say... Yeah, did we dry them instead of washing them? Because washing them... Cool. I'm getting myself confused. Then I headed downstairs and walked to the front door. I was still amazed by the size of her house. I never knew she had this much money. Maybe that was the intention. Yeah, I don't think Twyla's. I want to say sensible, but at least she acknowledges her bouts of anger, as she phrased it. Regardless, it didn't affect me any more than I made. It didn't affect me anymore as I made my way off her property, searching for the next bus stop to head home, or at least to somewhere I can get some breakfast. I'm hungry. Groven's been pretty anxious lately. He would never admit it, but it's easy to tell. He's home almost all the time. but never relaxed. He's always pacing, itching, and double-checking. He's almost always looking at his phone. Is he expecting something? Because he can either be expecting something good or expecting something bad. Sometimes I see him go outside and talk on said phone, and he yells at whoever is on the other end, so something bad. And even from inside, I can hear it. Inside, he's been asking me to stay inside a lot lately too. He sounds just like my parents did back when this all started. I don't know why he asked me, but I do it anyways, because whatever it is, it's making him worry himself sick. And I'm not going to add to that stress. I just wish he'd tell me what was going on with him, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to push either. I'll let him tell me on his own time. So as expected, I've been home all day. I haven't done much, though I'd like to change that soon. If I'm staying home anyways, I might as well be productive about it, right? Maybe I'll get a little cleaning done tomorrow. A clean home is a happy home, and it may help take some of the stress away. I doubt it, especially if we're cleaning his room. He's just, everyone has their own room. Everyone has the things where they need to be. And I just finished washing my face and brushing my teeth for tonight. I was about to change into pajamas and settle into bed when I received a phone call. So late at night, is it Twyla? It would be fair. I reached over to my phone and checked who it was. Twyla. I figured Twyla would be mad at me still. We still owe her. Why is she calling? Maybe she wanted to cash in those favours I owe her. Yeah, that's fair. But it's so late at night. I decided to pick up anyways. Mary? Yeah, Twyla. She sounded like she was out of breath. Mary, thank goodness you answered. Please, I need your help. What are you talking about? Are you okay? I am for right now. Please, I need you to come get me. You're the only person I can rely on for this. I don't understand. What's happening? I don't have time to explain. You haven't even said where you are. Where are you? My phone is low battery and I don't know how much longer it'll last. But I'm in trouble and I need your help. Trouble? Why didn't you call me the emergency number? I can't. It'll make things worse. You have to believe me. Please. I know I haven't been the easiest on you. Tell us where you are. You said come and help you. We don't know where to go to help you. But I'm really relying on you right now. Okay. I think I can still catch the bus. Where are you right now? Do you remember when we met in the bathroom? You were at that club? Of that club? I'm near that building. I'm hiding in one of the alleys. Please hurry and find me. Whatever you do, don't go to the police. Promise me you won't. Twyla. Phone was to run out of battery. I need to go find her. I mean, Craven was asleep in bed when I answered the phone, even though he didn't really want me leaving the house. This was clearly an emergency. I had to go. I had to quietly slip out the house and making my way towards the bus stop. Honestly, I think I would have dragged Craven with me. As angry as he may have been, he would at least be awake. And if he didn't want to help, I still would have been able to go. Chances are he would obviously try and stop me, but he, at least that way, if we go missing, he'll know something's up. I hopped on the first bus that came and silently prayed that it didn't come too late. We were off to the city once again. Twyla sounded really bad, like it was hard for her to breathe. Is she okay? I'm assuming the serial killer may have stabbed her. She said to contact not to contact the police or anything like that, but how am I supposed to help her? I don't understand. If she doesn't want the police involved, I guess it's not something they're supposed to know about. Is it okay for me to get involved with them? I hoped I wasn't making a mistake. There was hardly anyone walking amongst the streets tonight. In fact, I think I may have only seen one other person out there here tonight. It's eerily quiet. I had to find Twyla. Per her instruction, I made my way toward the hidden club building. I just hoped she was still there. I checked between each crack and alley I could find until... Yep, you have been stabbed. And you're alive still. Twyla. What happened? Are you okay? Less questions, more life-saving. Your head is bleeding. And your shirt. I mean... There's blood all over it. At least it wasn't a stab in the stomach, I guess. If it's a head wound. Right, she coughed. She sounded hoarse. Okay, and it sounds like you were stabbed in the stomach, in the abdomen. Don't be so loud, okay? Tried to quiet my voice, but it was difficult with the sight before me. How did this happen? I was attacked. Why? Well, I don't know. I didn't see them. I was just trying to investigate, and suddenly something struck me in the head. And luckily it didn't knock me out cold, and I somehow managed to get away, but I'm scared they're still looking for me. I shouldn't have gone alone. Yeah? You kicked us out of your house instead of using the favors to help you. We should call someone? No, please don't. That's more trouble than it's worth. I don't think I'm in any shape to be interrogated right now. Please don't. No. I just called you to help me get to the hospital. My car isn't far. But my leg, I think I twisted it. I can't make it on my own. Do you want me to give you it to drive you then? No. I think I can do it. I just can't do it alone. Reminds me of the story of someone drove themselves to the hospital with a major injury just because they didn't want to get an ambulance, not taxi. Please, help me get to the hospital. Yeah, of course I will. I mean, to be fair, wouldn't the hospital contact the police anyway? I mean, I may not be a medical professional, but I'd rather take you back to the house if I'm supposed to keep you quiet. I mean, Croven, yeah, sure, Croven won't be happy, but he's not the type of person to throw someone, like, outside just because they're bleeding, or while they're bleeding. I kneeled over to help Twyla up. She threw an arm over my shoulder for support as we were about to turn out the alleyway. Twyla fell to the ground beside me. In complete shock, I turned around to the source of the noise, only to be met with an even bigger shock. Oh, really? Really? This is the twist. How stupid you take me for, Croven, Mary? We're leaving. What? I shot her on the leg. She'll survive. Okay, turns out I was wrong. Croven will not help Twyla. Also, A, where did you get the gun from? B, were you not asleep? Did you sneak out before us? But you won't if you leave with her. Huh? She's trying to trick you. She's really good at it too. But maybe if she were better at it, I wouldn't have been here to stop her. I understand. What's going on? I'll explain it later. Nope, explain it now. You've just shot someone. But we need to go now. This is all too much. You just shot somebody. I didn't even know you had a gun. There's no time for this. I don't think so. What? How stupid you take me for? Okay, I don't know how to trust either of you anymore. You think that's enough to incapacitate you? You just got shot in the leg. I would have imagined so. I couldn't get any words out either, Mary. We couldn't even trust our own cousin. Also, yeah, Croven, you brought a gun to a knife fight. Apparently, knife beats gun. All I knew is Twyla's arm locked around my neck. Did you? I doubt you attacked yourself because that knife's clean. I felt a cold touch of metal brush across my face. Now, unless you think you're a really lucky shot, I'd put down the gun right now. I trust you. You don't have to put the gun down. That's a lie. I don't trust you, but you don't have to put the gun down. Did you go deaf? I mean, a gun did just go off in front of him. Guns are pretty loud. Put the gun down, or she loses an eye. You take out one of my eyes. You don't have to worry about the gun. You shut up. Cool. I mean, to be fair, it's a knife. We've got two hands against her, one hand holding the knife. Well, regardless if Croven drops the gun or not, that's probably enough time for him to tackle Twyla. Yeah, sure, we're getting choked out and stuff, so do you like your chances? I'm staying quiet. I'll put the gun down. Just leave her out of this, okay? She has nothing to do with any of it. On the contrary, she's got everything to do with it. What? Corbin put the gun down on the floor. Twilight pushed the knife closer to my face. I felt teeth lightly pressed into my skin. Corbin's eye grew wider as he stood. Well, instead what she was getting at. He held up his hands by his head, defenseless, and took a few steps back. Twilight quickly drew the knife from my face. I'm just glad she didn't manage to scratch me in the process. Then she removed her arm around my neck. I didn't realize how tightly she'd been choking me until she let go. I gasped for air, and then almost toppled over. I stood still as as Twilight walked over and picked up Croven's gun. Thank you for agreeing to come help me, Mary. I really do appreciate it. If you shoot Croven, I swear to God, there's nothing stopping me anymore from helping you. She aimed at Croven's direction. You're a very big help. And then pointed towards me. Don't you dare. If you do, I ain't telling you anything. I wasn't going to. Twilight walked over to me again, and she lifted the gun above my head. Mary, I'm sorry. I was out. Yoo-hoo. Can you hear me? Mary. Oh, she hit us. Okay, I thought she shot it. I thought she was aiming at us and there was nothing. Hi, Sabara. It's good to see you. Honestly, I'm... It's weird seeing you so worried. I missed the time you were excited about everything. But I'll have to hold up for the next time. Hopefully you've enjoyed, because this was unexpected. This was a wild ride. Yeah. Hopefully I can see you in the next one. With that, goodbye.